It's time now for our product review of the week. We're looking at the DSP BlackRock Top 100 Equity Regular Fund. Avan is here to give us an introduction as always. Avan.
The DSP BlackRock Top 100 is a steady horse. It has performed consistently over the last 5 years and outpaced its benchmark in rallies and downturns. The only year when it fell short of expectations was 2009, where its strategy of being overcautious of the crisis in 2008 prevented it of taking advantage of the bull run. But its recovery was quick. Last year, the fund was able to limit its fall better than its peers. The fund lost out about 19%, while its category average lost 23%, and the Sensex shaved off close to 24%. Its ability to remain purely a large-cap fund and its focus on strong businesses makes it less volatile than some of its peers. Investors who chose this fund should not expect exorbitant gains, but they can sleep soundly at night knowing the fund will protect their money when the broader market slides. Let's take a look at the figures. If you invested 1,000 rupees in this fund when it launched, you would have 9,721 rupees today. So should you put your hard-earned money in this fund, don't get tied up in a knot. Our experts are here to give you the answer.
Thanks, Avan, for that information. Virendra, DSP BlackRock Top 100, you rated it the best fund of the year not so long ago. But while we look at these large cap funds, their job is basically to beat the Sensex or to beat the market. Has this fund really managed to do so? If we compare it to perhaps an index fund that tracks the market, has it managed to beat the market?
Yes, it has been able to beat the market year on year since its start, except for 1 year. So on that count, I don't think there is anything to fault DSP Top 100. But relative to other focused large cap funds, the funds which claim that, they'll be investing only in large caps, and in our value research, universe of large cap fund, where we define that any fund should be investing at least 80% of its money in large cap stocks only. That is how they are classified based on the underlying portfolio. In that universe, it is looking as as an above average fund, but not necessarily among the one of the finest funds. And that primarily is because it is little more diverse than most other funds. The other is I think it has not succeeded in making a bet in its large cap portfolio in a manner to benefit relative to others. Its diversity, I think, is a drag. So it still is a 5-star fund on a risk-adjusted scale, risk-adjusted performance scale, and that is primarily because it is far less volatile. But less volatility has not translated into it has been a drag on performance relative to other funds.
So if we compare it to, say, Franklin India Blue Chip or ICICI Prudential Focus Blue Chip, which are the two other large cap funds that you normally recommend on the show, and as an investor, if I was choosing between the three of these, would you say it stands up to its main competition?
ICICI Prudential Focus Blue Chip is, many steps ahead of it, simply because its focused approach has translated into something meaningful. I think, there is not much of a discovery element when it comes to large cap. So all that one can do is, either get focused or emphasize something in the portfolio on the sectoral front, or reflects one's conviction in the portfolio. I think this portfolio with its with its diversity, with a relatively broader portfolio, is not translating into anything meaningful. And anyway, when markets tank, then all large cap funds they fall in value. But it's not that the more concentrated ones, they fall more. So I would say it is not among the finest choice in the large cap universe.
Not among the finest choice, but for investors who are into the DSP BlackRock Top 100 fund right now, would you say this is not enough evidence to start to panic? They should possibly give it some more time and see how it goes, or do you think it's time to start looking at other options?
It's about time to start looking at other options, because when it did well, that was 5 years back. I would say it was among the top quartile fund in the large cap universe.
All right, Virendra, the last time we reviewed this fund, you gave it 5 stars. In your mind, is it still a 5-star fund?
I would lower it a notch because of the competing alternatives.
4 stars there for the DSP BlackRock Top 100 Fund. Remember, Dhirendra said it's not on the top of its league right now. There are better options out there. He named the ICICI Prudential Focus Blue Chip as a better option for investors who prefer large cap funds.